Hey, happy Friday. It is the 8th of April. That means 7 days have already passed. Welcome to Praise from the Closet with DJ Straight. I am excited today because we are premiering our latest show, and we have a panel of people from various walks of life, from various places, and I want to get them on. But always, welcome to Praise from the Closet. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and hit share. If you're on our YouTube channel, DJ Straight, hit subscribe because we have other great shows coming up. And as always, when you're not watching the video, I point you to our website, WGMLB.com, and hit listen live, where you can actually hear all types of inspirational music, classic gospel, hillbilly, reggae, bounce, rap. Right now, some preaching on, but we'll give it. Even Michael Jackson just played music at me. We're going to have some fun tonight. This show is called What Do You Think? People always want to tell you what they think, even when you ask for it or don't ask for it. So tonight is the start of this show. We're going to do it once a month with a various panel. And for those that are watching, we welcome you to email us. Again, here we go, at gospelmusicloversbuffet@gmail.com. If you have any subject that you would like for the guests, their guest panels to talk about, for every show, we're going to have a different set of guests, a different set of panel, and we want different topics. It doesn't matter what it's going to be. Let me say, this is for entertainment purposes, but you may learn something because we have such a talented, let me make up this word, conglomeration of people. So that's going to be fun. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to allow the panel to come on, and they're going to introduce themselves however they want to introduce themselves. They can tell us even what kind of toothpaste they used this morning. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to bring them all in so I can welcome them all at one time. And I am just elated, exuberated, and exasperated. Y'all hear those ratings I put in? Because I got all of these people on, which is cool. Hey, panel. Let me see, panel and guests. Welcome to Praise from the Closet. You guys can talk now. Talk out loud. Say hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
We want everybody to introduce themselves. Tell your family and your friends. Text them right quick. Go to youtube.com, DJ Straight. They can see it unless they're my friend on Facebook. I didn't share on you all's pages because it's so many, and I can't. You don't really want to type that fast. I might be typing in Bozo the Clown or somebody. And like, well, why you texting me? Why you sending me your thing? I was like, my fault. So look at here. We're gonna start with the Reverend Dr. Frederick D. Harris, and then we're gonna go to Ivana Joy. We're gonna go to Pastor Battle, and then we're gonna go to Lisa B. Talks, and let you guys introduce yourselves. Go for it.
Well, like you said, I'm the Reverend Frederick D. Harris. The D is for Douglas. I'm named after Frederick Douglass. Yeah. my grandfather said that's what his name is going to be. Back then, parents listened to their parents, and so I was named Frederick Douglass. The good thing about that, I was born and raised in D.C. and I used to play on the yard of Frederick Douglass, his home over there in Southeast. So I grew up playing over there, flying kites and on his property, the property that is a museum now. And so we're just glad to be here and with the fellow panelists, and we're excited about it. And look, I'm serious about the Lord, but boy, I'm not so serious where we can't enjoy life either.
Amen.
That's right. Hey, I need your autograph since you Frederick Harris and you play on that playground. You know me, we're going to have fun. You're going to learn but have fun. Ivana Joy.
Hello, my name is Ivana Joy. I have lived in Newport News since I was 4 years old. I currently work 2 jobs, and I'm in the process of going back to school to finish and get a bachelor's degree.
All right.
Good.
Welcome, Ivana Joy. The illustrious Pastor Battle.
Oh my goodness. Well, hello everybody. I am Pastor Shirley Battle. I have known Lynn DJ Straight for
Yes, you're uniform on now.
wearing all her different mini hats. But I am a school teacher and a pastor. I've been teaching. This is my 30th year teaching and hoping to retire from teaching soon. I've been teaching kindergarten all this time and just excited about life and what God is doing. I've had some things that I've been dealing with personally lately with the loss of my mom in August, but I thank God for an opportunity to come and divert and laugh and just have a good time. And I thank God for Lynn for inviting me to do this on tonight and just having an opportunity to meet everybody. So, hey, everybody.
Very good. All right, Lisa B. talks.
Hi, my name is Lisa Burton, and I live in the Washington area now for over 22 years by way of Philadelphia. So been here for a long time. I'm a transplant, but long enough now. I have 3 children. Two sons and 1 daughter. And I've been in law enforcement for over 30 years. And also, Pastor Battle, like you, I lost my mother recently. So my condolences. It is a different world after you lose your mom. It's never the same.
Whole different world.
So thank you for having me, DJ Straight.
All right, cool. So listen, this is how this show is going to work. This show, we're going to show a picture. And once I put the picture up, first I'm going to put it up big so you all can see it. And then I'm going to keep it in and make it smaller. And just tell me what you think. Now, you know, it's cool about the education, all this stuff. But if you were really outside or playing with your friends or with your family reunions and all that kind of stuff, tell me what you really think. All right. Here's the first picture. I'm going to put it up large. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Finish.
All right. So, what do you think about this picture? Let me start with Lisa B.
I see you got 2 choices to get up and do something or stay stuck. That's what I see.
Okay. Ivana Joy.
What I see is someone trying to either finish a task or someone contemplating whether or not what they're going to do.
All right, Pastor Battle.
I see somebody trying to make it over hurdles to get to the finish line.
Okay. Dr. Harris.
Well, I see the one in the middle is trying to make a decision as to which way they want to go. Either they want to go towards the finish line or they want to just sit down and, well, I would say on their laurels and do nothing.
All right. Hey, that was deep. So I might kind of agree with the Reverend Dr. Harris because in the middle was like, listen, do I go to the race and get my $1 million? Yay! Or do I look back and say, okay, man, let me be a good person to help this person up because I don't know how they fell down. What would you guys do?
Well, I would help them out. You know what I mean? It's life. You know what I mean? I'm gonna run the race and get my crown.
So you don't need the money? You don't want
the crown. Get my crown.
All right, anybody else?
I say each one reach one. Got to go back and get them.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, well, what about getting the money and then go buy something like a wheelchair or something to pick them up?
Oh, we're going to go get the money together now. I'm going to get them, and we're going to get the money together.
But suppose somebody coming behind you.
No, we're going to book.
Oh, you going
I got it.
Okay.
Jesus will get us to the finish line. He's going to get us to go ahead because we work together.
Okay. I want to join.
I like that analogy that Pastor Battle just said. I agree.
Okay. All right. So everybody want to be a good Samaritan. That works. That works. Hey, look, it's only you only cross the finish line one time. Okay. I got it. All right. There we go. What about this one? Pastor Battle, what you see?
Perception is their own reality.
Oh, that was deep. What does that mean?
It means that it's the way you look at it and you believe it no matter what, right? You see one thing, another person sees another. And I actually can see from both angles, but it's determined by the angle that they're looking from and their mindset that they're looking from. And that's their reality. That's why they're both looking so intent to prove their point. Because on his end, it looks like 3, and on his end, it looks like 4.
What's on your end?
I'm looking at, when I look to the right where the guy's pointing to 3, I see 3 ends. But then when I get here to the left where the guy's pointing to the 4, I see 4 ends.
Okay, so if you had a choice, which choice would you pick?
Oh, if I had to pick? 3.
All right, Avon Joy, what you see?
I see 2 people having 2 different opinions on a various object. So basically, regardless of your opinion, you're not going to agree, and that's what I see in the picture.
Like a maze.
Go ahead. What you say, Lisa B?
No, I didn't say anything. I was listening to Yvonne Joy, but I see 4, and I think the same thing. Their expressions speak to that, when we don't agree, it automatically goes to 10. Like, you can disagree, but it doesn't have to be that dissension that you see in their faces because we don't agree.
I was getting ready to say, they don't look like they smile. What about you, Dr. Harris?
Well, and I've learned, and because I've traveled extensively, about absolutes and about truths, and I'll make it real simple. Somebody in the East will see it one way, somebody in the West will see it another, versus again the North and the South. Everybody have their perspectives and how they was raised, and so that's their truths. But I would challenge both of them. Okay, so come around here where I'm standing, and I could go around the way you stand and see how you see it, and maybe we can see it from a different perspective, and maybe we possibly could come into agreement.
Okay, so let me get deep right quick. Let me get deep. I'm going back to this first picture. All right, so here we go. You in the middle. You got to pick up those 3 or 4 that you just saw, when you see 3 or when you see 4, and you got to help that person. Which you gonna grab first, the 3 or the 4, or you gonna help the person?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking everybody. Y'all jump in. This is not school.
I'd rather help the person because they might be in need or something might go wrong if you don't help the person.
That's a good response, and I believe, again, if we close the gap, and maybe I try to see it from that person's perspective, is actually helping that person. It's helping me to be able to help them, to see it from their angle. How can 2 or 3 walk together except they agree?
Y'all can switch on me. That works though. That's true. So who's fast enough to grab the 3 or 4 and get the person and win?
I gotta say, I'm blown away by this picture because I'm steadily looking, trying to see how they made that illusion of the 4 on one end and the 3 on the other. I keep trying to take my eyes all the way to the end, and it's almost like a maze.
And I don't see the 3. I'm trying to see. 3.
Oh, you don't see the 3 at all? Oh my God!
I don't see 3. Help it out.
I don't.
So does everybody else see the both sides? Because I see the 3 and I see the 4. Am I the only one that sees both?
No.
Well, it depends on the end that you look at, because the end toward the person with the 3 has 3 ends, and the person with 4 has the 4 ends. That's how I can tell them apart.
Right.
Oh, now I see it. Now I see it. Okay. I couldn't see it until just then. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if I may say,
go all the way across, I'm trying to see how that's possible.
I'll give you the website. I'll show you the website.
Wow.
Go ahead. You were getting ready to say something, Dr. Harris.
Well, and from looking at the picture and seeing how adamant they are, you cannot change that person. You cannot change number 3's opinion. He see 3.
You can't change 4 either because look, they look like
Right.
that.
That's why you have to move out of your lane, your comfort zone, and walk around and see it from their
That's right.
perspective.
Walk a
Okay.
mile in his shoes.
Okay. Oh, y'all, I think we got a comment. Uh-oh, let me bring up the comment. Uh-oh, all the way from Japan.
Go ahead.
Somebody said from Japan said,
Go ahead, Joy.
girl, you're in Japan. All right now. Cool.
Wow, what time is it in Japan? I wonder right now.
Hold on, I got my little clock right here. I believe that they are 14 hours ahead of us. See, this is what happens when you're live.
Okay.
It's 8:16 a.m.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah.
Good morning,
All right.
Japan.
Huh?
I said
So,
good morning,
Joy,
Japan.
you got a fan all the way across the front.
Uh-oh. All the way. Are we having fun? Y'all like this game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on.
Who you?
Okay, let's see. Can you
Oh,
all see that thing?
wow.
Mm.
Oops. I was trying to move it up. Hold on.
I saw, oh, wow. That's a good one. Be careful
Yeah.
who you help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you all see the bottom words?
Yes.
I don't
No,
see
I can't see the bottom
No.
words.
I'll say the
Okay,
bottom.
here we go. Hold on a second. Let me put it up.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
People forget their
Mhm.
past easily. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Isn't that the truth? Oof.
Talk about it, Lisa. What you talking about?
Oof. My mind just went to a wolf in sheep's clothing, and people that are in your circle aren't necessarily for you just because they're near you. Don't ask me. That's just in my spirit. I don't know what I saw that.
Okay. You want to name some names? You can name them now, and you can expose them.
I'm not gonna call Judas's name out, but Judas knows who Judas is.
Oh, okay. It might be more than one. All right, Dr. Harris, what you think? I'm sorry, Lisa B. Were you done?
I'm done. Yes, I'm good.
Okay, what you see, Dr. Harris?
Oh, I'm just looking at it. It's I like the way it's done.
You thinking?
I like
Okay.
the way I'm not. So it says people forget their past easily. I'm trying to tie that statement into the top part, and I'm still working on that.
Somebody help them out with the top part.
Because sometimes the hand you feed, you might feed someone, and the very hand that feeds you, you end up biting their hand one day, or their head is caught to this picture. You turn around and forget the person that helped you up and out, and you turn around and then do them wrong. That's how I take it. Disloyalty.
Okay. Ivana Joy.
I see it as that you help somebody and then they do something to betray trust, and as a result, you can't trust them anymore. And it's like you don't want to be too personal because it'll be awkward around them, especially if you and that person are in similar circumstances. But you learn to be careful who you keep in your inner circle and who's just an acquaintance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. That inner circle is deep, but sometimes it's the people on the outer circle. Pastor Battle, you smiling? What's up? What you see?
All of the above, really. I mean, that's a picture for you right there.
It is.
I'll email it to you. Any of the material that I share, you guys can have it because it took hours and hours and hours. Okay, you know how number 45 just say, and no one else other, and a lot of people, and it took hours and hours to research. Dr. Harris, do you have any thought now that you understand what's going on with it?
Well, I do, and I'm gonna say, don't take life so serious. Meaning, if I'm reaching out to help, and if I do it, and most people know me that I'm an open person, and I do it genuinely. Whatever I do, I try to do it as genuinely as possible. I'm not concerned about the consequences.
Okay. So let me ask you this question, Dr. Harris. You grew up in DC, right?
Correct.
So that means you was a good boy. You ain't never try to get nobody back. You and your brothers, y'all ain't never try to get the people in, huh? You just let stuff slide.
No, I'm the worst kept secret there is. In other words, whenever whatever the flesh wanted to do bad, the Lord proved me wrong.
Hold on, let me wipe my eyes because that was deep. What about BC before Christ?
I was bad. But the Lord proved that greater is he that is within me than he that is in the world. I was bad.
So you like the one at the bottom, huh?
Huh?
So you kind of like that one at the bottom in this case, huh?
Well, I didn't mess with nobody that didn't deserve it.
Lisa B, help him out. He said that didn't deserve it. Help him out.
Well, I'm gonna just wait on the Lord. I'm gonna just think about that one.
Yeah, it's like they got amnesia. They forgot who helped them.
Right.
Yeah, especially when they got hungry. I was looking at this full-grown lion that grew up and got hungry and didn't care who you were. He just had to make sure he got his meal.
Yeah, Pastor Battle, you said something there, mouthful. It just triggered a memory for me of I'll use family without naming family, but those of us that have watched children be born in our family, and we've reared them, we've nurtured them, we've loved them, we've changed their diapers, we've done things for them, and then they get grown and they act like they don't know you.
Nothing, or like they are entitled.
Well, the entitled part for sure, but then too, and so that has been something I've had to reconcile with and not take personal, and have to really do some studies on being unoffended and being understanding that, just to separate myself from the fact that, Satan can use anybody in any circumstance and not to take it personal. But it hurts when it's that circle that's someone that you've poured into throughout your life,
Yeah, it's like you have to really learn how to truly do what the word of God says and love like you never been hurt.
Listen.
Yeah,
that part.
That part.
This is what I was kind of saying, what you both are saying, Ms. Lisa and Pastor, but this is what I was kind of saying, because see, life would want you to grow into yourself and not to continue to forgive and express love, but we can't let that happen.
Nope.
We cannot let that happen, or we'll just be so cold and so loveless.
Yes.
So, and that's why I said that I'm not going to take things so serious, and we can't, because see, if we do, then we'll never be in a relationship with anybody, and if we can't be in a relationship with one another down here, then we definitely ain't going up there. And I don't want to get so serious, and that's why I say we'll not take it so serious because I'm gonna do good, and I ain't never needed nobody's help to do good or nobody's permission to do good. I don't care what you do to me.
But there's nothing against that. There's no law, nothing wrong with doing good, right?
Yeah.
In such, there is no law.
Thank you.
Yeah, but when we're called to do that 7 times 70. Sometimes it's a little, it's easier said than done. I gotta go sit down and say, okay, I'm not keeping score here, but let me go back and start over, reset.
That's right. And nobody said it won't hurt, because it does hurt.
Yeah.
But let it go.
Yes. Amen.
So anybody stuck on 69? Oh, deep was. Anybody stuck on 69? I've been stuck on 69 before that. I'll be honest, maybe 69 and a half, maybe if I put that extra 30 minutes of prayer I gave that 70. Okay. All right, cool. So now this is, I won't say about this one. Ivana Joy, what's going on with this one?
It looks like a group of people either gathering or chatting or talking, and then some to the side by themselves. They might look like they're either having a discussion or they're intentionally excluding that person.
Good observation.
Somebody else?
I was going to say, I'm actually looking at it from a different point of view. To me, it looks like that group is all facing that person, trying to show them joy. And that person is, I even, and this might sound crazy. So I'm looking at, how you could be in a crowd, and I'm seeing this green one that's on this side. I see it 2 different ways, kind of. This one with the green that's in the crowd could be a figment of that one that's off alone. You know how you can be in a crowd and feel like you're alone? For some reason, that was actually the first thought that came to my mind, that person is there with the crowd, but they're really feeling like the person who's isolated and separated from everybody. But then I also, even though we can't see faces or anything, for some reason, it looks like the back of their heads and they're facing that person who's alone. So I kind of also see it from a point of view of them trying to reach out. I mean, most of them have their arms open, they're like extended, and that person is back there almost looking like they have fists up. It's a blur, so I can't tell, but it's like they're trying to win that one over. Like Jesus would go after the one. Like he's not going to leave just one.
Is that better?
Yeah, I mean because they're far away. It's just, you know.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, cool. Next person. Anybody else see something different?
I thought, and it's kind of hard. Okay, so that other green one on the outside is a little blurry. So I don't know why, but my first thought was that they were laughing at the person, because they're like, you know, sometimes we're animated and we're laughing.
Mm-hmm,
I'm like, oh, they're like laughing at the person, and the person is just kind of like away from it, you know. But nothing else came to mind.
That's an intentional blur. Okay, anybody else?
Right.
Well, I saw, at first I did see it that way, like that person the green one was standing off, but he was standing off because he didn't want to be with the rest of them, because the rest of them might have been doing something else, like get ready to attack, whatever. But I also see the rainbow. I also see the variety of people, and maybe that green one that's by himself can persuade or win that person, those different crayon colors, over to their side, because that's how we do. We meet people of all different natures and shapes and sizes and ideas and stuff like that. And if we maintain our position and not move, because that green one is not moving over towards them. I mean, it's not animation, but let your mind think a little bit. The green one was taking a stand saying, no, I'm going to be consistent and I'm just going to stay right here. They like, hey, over here, trying to get their attention. That was deep.
That's a good observation.
I need to go fat in here. Man, that was deep. Anybody else?
Well, I'm wondering where the lone one, where's his hands?
I know, it's like it almost looks like
so we don't see his hands.
Right.
And so that's a statement within itself. To me.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he's holding his belly because he had some chicken or something.
I
think he's holding his belly because he had some chicken or something.
Yeah, and to me, it looks like he could also be ready to fight. Like he's got this defense up to me.
Yeah.
And that's a concern.
Mm-hmm.
So
cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's called What You Think, because everybody sees things differently. Cool. This is a good one right here.
Oh my.
Oh my.
All right. One of the oh my's. What you guys see?
Ooh, what do I see there?
Why she thinking somebody else can speak up?
Well, I
need a minute.
Out there and listen, I'll take some.
Right, give me a popsicle.
I'll take some.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm only messing around.
It's enough.
It's almost like another perception thing, though. Like this person is like got this giant hand. It's still a person's hand, and then we have a person who's smaller than the popsicle. Like,
yeah, this one got me kind of stumped.
Yeah, exactly. He's like at the top of a mountain.
And that's the only thing that popped in my head was that the one not looking at the hand, but if I'm just looking at the little person reaching for the popsicle, that could possibly symbolize is that it's not about you don't have to be the one. You could just be a one that gets a part of what's there. It's enough for everybody. You know, that's the only thing I can kind of think of. It's like there's enough to go around. You could just keep striving.
Well, what about both of them are in the same atmosphere? Both of them are in the heat. And one of them recognizes that they have a tool that can help the other one, because not only is he offering him some food for the popsicle, but if you look at the little guy, he's on the edge. Look at his left foot. It's kind of like tilted over, and then his right foot is not quite all the way leaning, but it's like almost the popsicle is going to relieve him, but it's also giving him a some kind of force so that he can keep his boundary, because the popsicle is dripping, but the other one with the hand saying like, I'm going to help you out because I know you hot and I'm hot too, but I got something that can help you in the heat and maybe be able to push his feet back to the rock.
If you look
Somebody
at it that,
crazy like that, like me.
so if you look at it that way, then we're talking about a time frame, because see, that popsicle is going to melt, and if he's leaning on that for security, then you know what I mean, that time is limited. You're going to have to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ivana Joy, you ready to say something?
I'm not sure how to describe this.
It's a hard one.
Oh, I can't believe I stumped you guys. All right. All right. Well, that's good. We're accomplishing our mission. What about this one?
Don't sweat the big stuff.
That's good.
It's like this person's not going to let any giant obstacle get in the way of what they want to accomplish.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right.
Somebody else? Looks like
not
confidence.
Like
Huh?
not today. Like not today. Just brush it off. Like
Right. He got his hand in his pocket. He's confident to like, nah, man, not today. I ain't mess with that.
So
right. Though you try, like I see you, but you can't touch this.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, Gabby K. She said she likes this one.
And
I'll email this one to you, girl. I can't send this one. Costs too much money these days to send this one, Gabby. But I can email it to you. But the analogy is almost like, if you look at the black and white, it's like he is focused. Nothing. He don't care about anything that's around him. All he's doing is this. He got his hand in his pocket. He got his legs crossed. He can do everything.
yeah.
I ain't even looking at him, and I know where he is.
Mm-hmm.
don't sweat the small stuff. Well,
Yeah.
in that case, the large. Don't sweat it.
That's what Pastor Battle said. She said, don't sweat the big stuff, and you said, don't sweat the small stuff.
Both cases, and she did right by saying that, because that's what it looked
Yeah.
like. He's not worried at all.
Yeah,
I feel like it could go both ways.
yeah. Very good. All right, here we go.
What in the world?
I did that when I was small.
I bet you didn't do that house like that, though.
No, I got a whooping.
I would not have been allowed to climb all over the furniture, and I was not allowed to jump on the bed, so no.
My first
I
thought
gotta
was
whoop-
get the belt.
Get the belt.
Oh. But suppose he's home by himself.
I'm gonna get the belt when I get home.
How you gonna know?
Oh, okay. You saying like you would look like he messed up though. He ain't gonna.
I mean, that house is toe up.
Yeah. He ain't
And
gonna
it doesn't even faze him.
Mm,
I see a hole in the wall back there.
Yeah, holes in the wall.
mm.
But the whole thing is he's focused. Even though that house is jacked up, he's determined he's going to. First of all, he had to get himself propped up to even do that. Then he's going from chair to chair, and eventually he laid on the couch. He don't see the messed up mirror, the trash on the floor, or the hole in the wall.
Mm.
What you
No,
think?
I've never been that
Why he's
bad.
wrong over there?
I've never been that bad. My
But you
mama
got
used to whoop me.
Anybody else?
I guess I may as well have some fun in the midst of this chaos.
Right.
I wonder if he caused that chaos.
But but he might be doing that so he cannot be worried about the chaos. Like it's chaos all around him. But
Okay,
he looks like he's having fun.
exactly.
I mean, he's like, I'm playing a game. I don't care what's going on.
It's almost like the shoe we just saw with him doing. It's like, don't sweat the small stuff. I want to have some fun.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna have fun anyway.
Very
walls
good.
to be fixed, mirrors replaced. It's all
And at
good.
any risk, At any risk, I'm going to have fun.
Okay, cool. We almost done. I didn't want to overwhelm you all with a lot of pictures today. When you guys come back the next time, it won't be pictures, it'll be something else.
Data.
Ooh.
The haves versus the have-nots.
Okay. Tyler Perry, Tuesday night, 9:00. Veronica Candy, go ahead. Don't you get ready to put me in a different element.
I see it as like people having a discussion. Some people are one person's like they did data and research, and the other person they're just going based on what they can come up with / discuss.
All right, here's a comment.
Dangerous and out of control.
That was the last one.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. I think viewer, was that for the last one or this one?
Yeah, they probably were talking about the last one.
But this could be the same thing because this man with the data behind his back, it's almost like you can't see it. It's big as that. You can't even see it. Why can't he share it?
I was thinking that he knows a whole lot about this man already, and the man is totally unaware because he's got it all behind his back. He's even got a smirk on his face.
Okay.
Conversation like he's got the scoop on him. He's got the data. He's got all the information he needs to know about him.
Okay, so now I see it. It's like one person's trying to hide facts from this person and hiding data from this person, and this person wants to know why are you hiding this information and data from everyone.
Yeah,
okay.
He's peeking up behind him.
I just thought about something too. Why the one that's hiding the information with the smirk got all white and the other one's in the black? No, I'm sorry, I just had to go there.
You might be the next Supreme Court justice. You just might be.
I'm just saying, we're trying to get the data. They smirking about hiding the data. So.
Okay. So here's another comment. Hiding information and not being truthful.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. Talking about this one.
We all know people, because this one right said this. The other one's talking about the boy in the living room.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that viewer was just a little slow typing. That's okay. That's good. So the other one looks like he could almost be like an elder, like an instructor. You know, remember that thing that the Karate Kid where he was teaching because he got the bald head like he has on a uniform, and then this other guy's a white collar guy. He's like, I don't have to share my stuff with you because you didn't help me to get it.
But my issue with this one is the portraying the one with the data, he's in white, and the one without is dressed in black. And,
right.
And so
like
you can look at that from two different ways. If you have something that is good, then aren't you obligated to share it?
But why does the one in white have to have all the knowledge?
And again, that's right. That's right.
The one in black has nothing.
And then why are you labeling me?
Right.
I have some information I don't always want to share, especially at work. It depends on how they was acting. So I had to do my research.
Well, that's what I think.
Good. That's what Paul. What do you think? All right, cool.
That's a good play on the word on the game. What's what I think?
Oh, wait. Was he finished? Do I need to go back?
Yeah.
You finished, Dr. Harris?
No, did everybody get a chance to it? Joy, what you think?
Is she frozen?
I think everybody spoke.
Okay.
Hey, this is DJ Straight coming to you again live from Praise from the Closet with our panel and our guest on our premiere show. What do you think? So, audience, what do you think? You can always comment. You can even I didn't bring my text phone in here, but you can comment on YouTube. Can comment on Facebook. Very good. All right, here we go. Here is another picture. We have one more after this. Don't expect everyone to understand your journey, especially if they have never had to walk your path.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
That is
Agreed.
good. Yep.
Anybody?
Everybody's life journey is different, and everybody's path is different, and depending on what you're going to do or the kind of experiences that you're going to have throughout your life, people have them. They just have them in different ways, and it comes when it's their time.
Okay. Anybody else?
And to piggyback on what she said, and I should accept your experiences as uniquely yours, and vice versa. And our shared experiences make us all better.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Okay. Igloo, Ivana, my fault. I have a correction. Okay. So, but this is the thing, now they have this thing about the BFF and the circle of five and this, whatever. Well, back then, maybe not that far along, we didn't know what a BFF was. We just knew we had some people that we could trust, or we knew that we had people that wouldn't betray us, and we could tell them, oh, when I graduate, I'm going to the beauty supply school, the beauty school, because I want to become a beautician, right? Whereas now you tell somebody that they breaking their neck to go and to the beauty school. Not only that, they know where all the wig stores are. They know the human hair, the fake hair. So it all depends. You just have to really be careful who you tell what your journey is going to be or what you think it's going to be. Anybody ever been burned by somebody they thought that they could tell? You don't have to tell who it was unless you just want to expose them. See, because we're about exposing people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just playing.
Well,
That's a
I feel
whole nother show.
Well, I feel like this day and age, like social media is more present and more prominent now. So it's like you really got to be careful what you say and what you post, especially depending on what type of job you get or what kind of opportunity, or if you're in a situation where you work with minors, because places do look up every aspect of your life, including social media.
Yes.
Yep. Good. Anybody else? Before I bring out the very last one, the very, very last one, because this has been circulating around, I know, at least 25 years. Because I saw this when I first, kind of started working. Well, I've been working longer than that. All right.
Now hold it. Before we move forward,
My fault. I'm sorry. You was thinking.
No, I didn't hear the rest of the panel comment on this one. Did we?
Oh, okay.
Maybe they want to leave that one alone. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think I was just thinking that the statement itself kind of goes back to sometimes we internalize and personalize things that people don't mean it personally, like the unoffended part. They don't understand. They didn't walk in your shoes. So I just thought about that when I read it. Like, it may not always be what you think, or the reason for their actions or their behavior, how they move may or may not be attached to what you think, right? But I had a relative tell me, what people think about you is none of your business, so don't worry about it. They didn't walk your path, and try not to be offended by it. So all those things went through my head when I read that.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad you shared it.
Yeah, that is good.
I feel like, you all, the statement speaks volumes, and I feel like I agree with what you all were saying. But also somehow for me, the first thing that came to mind is marriage ministry, because in marriages, a lot of times conflicts can arise when people have grown up in different backgrounds and you're trying to bring two completely different people together to become one. And sometimes you have to work through those kinks of realizing and accepting people for who they are and how they were raised, and learning how to compromise and blend your lives together, because you're coming from two total different backgrounds. A lot of times, they say opposites attract, and you might seem very, very, things might be in common right now, but when you're marrying a person, you're marrying their past, their present, and their future. So it's like connecting in all those different ways. It's something.
This is a good picture, and I could use this picture in several different settings.
Yes.
I could use it in law enforcement, but from the police's point of view, and I can see where we're using the Christian and versus the non-Christian, and I can see we're using it in white and black. This
Mhm.
will go a long way if the facilitator is the right person. Because this could go a long way. And I've been in all those different environments, so I know how it could go.
I'll make sure you get it. But I want to go back to what Pastor Battle said. Make sure I quote it right. Thou hast spoken the truth. You have no husband. You had 5, and the one that you with is not your own. Or that might be a different environment, but since you was talking about, the marriage thing. All right. Okay, this is the last one.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Have you all seen this one before?
Mhm.
The cat
I
grew.
think I have, but it's been a minute.
Yeah. The first one I had, the cat was a little tiny. That's the one I saw when I first started years ago working. And then I found this one, like development. So one by one, Lisa be talking. What do you think?
Well, not as much as how you see yourself. It's like if you obstacles of what you see, if you take your eyes off of God, right? If you look to Him, you see yourself accomplishing everything purposeful that you've been destined to do, right? If you just keep your focus on Him, that's what you're going to see. You can do all things. You look in that face and you see that image, you can do all things, and you no matter what. And don't worry about anything else about what's happening around you or how others may see you.
Okay, that's a good one. Good, Robin. Robin said, hold on. She said, I have not seen this one before. And then she followed up, dream big. Cool. All right. That was Lisa B.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, Ivana Joy. What do you see? What do you think?
I feel like I feel like the way you see yourself is important and how you conduct yourself, because if you're not happy with yourself, it affects not only you but the people around you.
Okay, that's good. Pastor Battle.
This opens up a can of worms to me because I don't agree with the statement.
Okay.
What matters most is how you see yourself.
Okay.
I think when I look at that, it also reminds me of the person who's wearing a mask, person who's really a cat and sees themselves as a lion, or perhaps took on a lion persona to cope with life and problems and issues. And so they're going around like a raging lion because that's how they've learned to see themselves, through their hurt and through their pain and trying to shield and protect themselves. I think what really matters most is seeing ourselves through God's eyes, not us seeing ourselves. So.
Okay, very good. Dr. Harris?
I concur with all the now. Look, I don't look at the outward part, but the inward parts, and I believe everybody has said that in various different forms. And so, yes, it's not the outside appearance that's most important. And guess what? God is the only one that really can define us, and so we have to learn how to walk with Him. But I concur with everybody that said on that.
And I agree with you too, Dr. Harris, in seeing everyone's point of view, because I agree with the statements that you all were saying. It's important to see yourself and know who you are. I just don't like the whole thing where it says matters most is how you see yourself. I do think it is extremely important to know yourself and to see yourself and to see where God is taking you. I do think that is because the Bible says, love God, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So you can't love your neighbors as yourself if you don't first love yourself. So I think we do need to know who we are, see ourselves, and love ourselves. But it's about who we're seeing ourselves through.
Wow. Well, that has been great. My whole perception has been changed, because when I first saw this picture years ago, I'm like, I'm going to be this person. I'm going to do this because God said I could.
Right.
So I don't let anything stop me that was then. Now, you know, some things may stop you because there's a lot of technology and stuff going on. But I want to applaud you all. Thank you all for helping DJ Straight to be obedient with What Do You Think? The next one we have coming up, I think, is in May. That's going to be a play on familiar phrases. And we got some old timers coming on that. So I would encourage you all, everybody on this panel, participants. I'm sorry, I don't have any prizes. You know, I do have an extra pair of headphones. You know, I can get them to you. But with gas prices being the way they are, I don't do any unnecessary driving. But seriously, we got some great stuff coming up on April 24th. We are doing the Middle Child Show at 6 o'clock. For those that are middle children, when we did the siblings, my siblings and me, the middle children would come in. They had something to say. On the 12th, we're going to interview again Ms. Vivian Salters, part 2 from her other when she came on. And then starting April the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th, we've got Pastor Marcus and Minister Lisa Gresson. How can two walk together unless they agree? The only criteria for this show is that you have had to have walked to somebody's church. You don't have to be married. It's for married. It's for single. It's for anybody. And then also on the 21st, we got Apostle Perez coming on. He does study Hebrew. He's a truck driver, help people take care of people. He does books. He does all kind of stuff. So, and we're coming up on our show, Story Time, when the children read. So we got all kind of things coming up. That's why I said to the audience, subscribe, because you never know what's coming up on our WGMLB. Again, listen live, because Bishop Paul Morton presents Full Gospel is playing now. Don't do it without me. That's my thing. Don't do it without me. So before we leave, and thank you to all of the audience that looked at it from YouTube and Facebook. You know how the people go, I see one. You know, they say, close your eyes. Anybody see it? Anybody want to come to Christ? I see one. And I be looking. Y'all don't even see one, but they say, I see those hands. You know, but anyway, for the guests, do you all have any parting words or anything you want to say before we go out of here?
I said thank you for having me. I enjoyed speaking with everyone and being here tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it as well.
Yes.
Invitation. Thanks for the invitation. It's nice to meet you all.
Sure. You can come back on anytime. Just hit me up. Lisa B., you were a great supporter last night of Reverend Candy about the book.
The Millionaire, yeah.
So Dr. Harris is her husband.
Oh, wow. Okay. I got to get that book.
Yeah, Amazon.com. You can get the soft copy or you can get the link. Does anybody have any announcements that they want to share? Because I see some of you all have pastors or doctors or Indian chiefs. Anything going on at your church, your congregation that you want to share? Okay. All right. So I'm going to take you all out. And please stay behind very quickly as soon as I take you all out, and we will be done. Don't hang up.
Okay.
So long.
Okay. Hey, folks, this has been great with DJ Straight. Oh, there I go rhyming. I wasn't even trying. Oh, I rhymed again. Listen. Let me see. Mary is a heart. A broken spirit dries up the bones. I don't want any broken bones. And although we laugh and play, we love Jesus. And that's what this station is about, is loving Jesus. God became girl, Japan is in the house. But thank you all for supporting us. We can only do it with you all support. If you have any ideas for topics and other things, don't forget, you can always email us at Gospel Music Lovers Buffet. You can call, you can text us 202-322-2470. We are a family-oriented station. We have all ethnic groups. As a matter of fact, last Friday we had I can't remember, Mr. Fields talking about hot tamales. But until I come back on again, I think I have a show Sunday. Then thank you guys for all of your support, and we will see you all on our next time. And we'll have to update our calendar on the website so you can see what's coming on. This is DJ Straight signing out.